Hey guys, how's it going? How was your beautiful day going on this beautiful day? Today is time for my reactions to the week. Alright, so my first disappointment for the week is going to be the New York Giants, and it's not even close. This is a game that I went into this game saying, hey, New York isn't that bad. I was a follower of Daniel Jones. I was a follower of this defense. I was a follower of Malik Neighbors and Tyrone Tracy being able to get it done when it's needed to get done. And they just disappointed the hell out of me. They played horrible against the Panthers, who I thought were the worst team in the gosh darn league. That's just, I don't know how you lose this game. Good shout out to Bryce Young, I guess. But like, Tyrone Tracy played great. Just Daniel Jones is bad, bro. I bought in a little bit at the beginning of the year when they beat the Seahawks without Malik Neighbors. I was a believer in Daniel and the fact that he wasn't that bad and this offense wasn't that bad and this team wasn't that bad because the defense looks pretty good. I was wrong, and you guys proved me wrong in this game by looking like a bunch of studs. I mean, you looked awful. So I hate you for that, I guess. My surprise of the week is going to be the New Orleans Saints. They played freaking amazing in this game where I thought this was an easy win for the Falcons. They were gonna breeze by this game. And Derek Carr and these bunch of people I've never heard of before in the wide receiving core. Well, I mean, Marquez I've heard before, but I mean, Dante Pettis is a freaking name. Holy crap. Like, who did they have in this game for the New Orleans receiving game? And somehow they won this game. Derek Carr looked good. Alvin Kamara was all right. Like I said, MVS coming out of nowhere and playing a freaking fantastic game for this team. And the defense played very well against what I'd like to call a high-powered offense. So, good job for the Saints. I really didn't think this was going to be close. I thought the Falcons were going to wipe this game, and good job on the Saints for winning it. Yeah, my second disappointment of the week is going to be the Chicago Bears, and their offense is just horrid. It is horrid. I have never had such a hard time watching offense before. And they actually today they fired Shane Waldron, which was a amazing idea. That was great. Good job, because that dude needs to never get an NFL or college. He never needs a job again. This offense is the worst. The worst offense I'm a Broncos fan. I've seen some bad offenses. This was the worst I've ever seen in my entire life. This game was abysmal. Getting sacked 9 times by a Patriots defensive line that is not that good. The Patriots don't generate sacks well. And in fact, before this game, I think they had 16 total sacks. Like in the entire 9 games, they had 16 sacks. In this game, they had 9. They had 9. Oh my. And it's not all Caleb's fault. This is the worst system I've ever seen in my life. Firing Shane Waldron after this game, after probably the worst offensive performance I think I've ever seen, I definitely understand why he's gone. You make me mad with how awful you played in this game. We're going to go with our second surprise for the week, and it's going to be the Arizona Cardinals. I picked the Jets to win this game, and I'll never pick the Jets again. I will never pick the Jets again. You will never. I don't care who the New York Jets are playing. I am not picking them again, and I'm not going to stick to that. I mean, they have a very easy schedule coming up, so they have to win some games coming up. But I mean, they're not a good team. Aaron Rodgers is washed. They're not. It's not looking good. The offense looks horrible, and the defense is also horrible because the Cardinals had a flawless game. They had a flawless game. Kyler Murray was electric. The run game was, 2.8 yards per carry for James Conner doesn't look great, but it was they ran all over him, in my opinion. Legitimately, this Arizona rushing game was amazing, and their passing game was amazing, and their defense, the Arizona Cardinals defense for 2 weeks in a row. The Cardinals have played some dysfunctional teams back-to-back weeks, but their defense 2 weeks in a row have held an opponent under 10 points. That's just something to look out for. Just something to gaze upon. It was fun to see them beat up on New York. All right, my third disappointment for the week is going to be the Los Angeles Rams. It's not too big of a disappointment because I did think this was a toss-up game. I think the Dolphins definitely had a chance to win before the game started. But LA honestly had so many chances to win this one. They had so many good drives. I mean, they scored 5 field goals. If they get more touchdowns in this game, it's kind of an easy one. And honestly, I don't think the Dolphins played overly amazing either, which is why I really think that the LA just missed out on a big opportunity for a win here. Troy Aikman said it after the game. This is a game you come back to the Rams if they don't make the playoffs, and you kind of look at this game as to why. This is a one you need to in this division. You got the 6-4 Cardinals, the 5-4 49ers, and then you're tied with Seattle at 4-5. This is not a game you can really afford to lose at this point in the season. This is like against this team. You have other tougher opponents coming up. This is not a game you're allowed to lose, and they lose it, and it's a tough one. It's a really tough one for the Rams. Okay, my surprise for the week is going to be the Broncos. I'm giving the third one to the Broncos. There's not really many other surprises, but we will talk about other games in a sec. But I'm going to give my third surprise to the Broncos. They played a great game against the Chiefs. I've seen it everywhere. The Broncos won this game. Unfortunately, Alex Forsyth, dude, what? Freaking Alex Forsyth, dude, please never take off the jersey and never return to Denver Broncos football. Never return to football at all, because this has happened multiple times this year where I've seen Alex Forsyth get absolutely destroyed on the left side of the line. And in this game, it cost us the game. He gets pushed over like it was nothing. He has the worst form I've ever seen in my life. The dude, he's not athletic at all. He has no athletic bone in his body. How do you just, God, it's so, whatever. Denver is the surprise of the week because they won this game. Bo Nix played fantastic. I want to give Bo Nix his flowers, and actually a lot of people are giving him his flowers for this game, so I'm not going to say that people aren't. But against a really, really good Kansas City defense. This year they're top in the league, and he didn't look bad. But the first real tough defense, tough defense he's played, but the first tough defense he's played and played well. He looked amazing. I've talked about this before. Bo Nix brings a element to Broncos football recently. Every quarterback previous, even if it was Russell Wilson, every quarterback for the last 9 years, when a quarterback drops back to pass, you always kind of wonder, oh, what's going on? Because you know nothing good is going to come of it. Not because he's going to turn the ball over, which you're also scared of if he throws the ball down the field, but most likely he's either going to get sacked or checked down for 2 yards, and we're going to have to punt. On third down, when Bo Nix drops back to pass, it's like, ooh, what's good about to happen? Like, I don't have anxiety about, oh my God, are we going to turn the ball over? I have a sense of dopamine that rushes through me that's like, ooh, what's up? What's good about to happen? And I haven't felt that about any quarterback since 2013, Peyton Manning. And Bo Nix is starting to bring that element to the game. I think we have our guy. I hope we have our guy. He looked amazing in this game. Audric Estime also, I know he only ran for 3.8 yards per carry, but Audric Estime looked good today too. Javonte only got 1 rush. Audric Estime looked like a great running back today. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. Courtland Sutton's proven me wrong. He's been able to get a lot of separation on number 1 wide receivers recently. I doubted him. I said he's not a 1 wide receiver. I still don't think he's a 1 wide receiver. And him being our best wide receiver is bad, which is probably why he's getting so much burn. Look at this receiving room. If you're not a Broncos fan, please tell me that you know any of these people beside Courtland Sutton. You really don't know much. You know Javonte probably. All right, another game I want to talk about. We are talking about this game. Holy moly. It has felt like a month since this game happened. My goodness, this was the most fun I've had watching a game in a long time. This was an electrifying game. Down to the wire. Fortunately, the Bengals weren't able to pull it out. I was rooting for the Bengals because I'm a Joe Burrow fan, and he played I mean, he's having an MVP season. If they were 6-4 and not 4-6, I think he's in the MVP conversation with Lamar Jackson right now. But I mean, Lamar's in just a world of his own right now. He is so far in front in that MVP race that it's just really not close right now. It's a real treat to the NFL that we get to see these two teams play twice a year. It's a gift to the soul. This game, good freaking job. Good job, Pittsburgh. I guess I'll give Russ his flowers. I just got to do it. I mean, he's been playing very, very good for the Steelers this season. He makes this offense look way better than it is. I'm sorry, that kind of didn't sound well. I'm not saying that this offense has been bad or is bad, but I mean, he's got this offense looking really good. Steelers fans, if someone told you that you would go a four-game stretch this season scoring 32, 37, 26, and 28, a 4-game stretch, what would you say about that? Would you have told, like, before the season started, would you have thought I was telling you the truth, or would you think I was bullshitting you? 0-4 at home. What have you guys lost, like 9 straight home games? Oh my goodness. Dallas, this is bad, dude. Like, yeah, Philadelphia is good, but you shouldn't have lost this bad. I mean, you did have Cooper Rush in the lineup, but I don't think you should have lost this bad. You have CeeDee Lamb. You have Micah Parsons. Wow. Yeah, Dallas is horrible. It's good to see, though. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm having really fun. That's what I was about to say. I'm having a lot of fun making videos, and I hope you guys are enjoying them. So please click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you boys in the next one.